Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a little video on a new gardening tool that I built. So I don't even know what you would call this, but basically it's kind of like a planter type thing, but it's for your seeds and potential seedlings. So basically what I did was I took a bunch of just scrap wood. This is stuff that I found. This is all free wood. This is from a pallet, and I made sure that it was heat treated so that it didn't have the chemicals from just regular treated wood. And basically just these pieces of wood right here I got from Home Depot. They have a little bitty ridge here on the edge, which is nice for when you go to pick this up, you have something to grab onto, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that there, right here. So the other thing that I was talking to my wife Kimberly about recently was that when we go to put our soil blocks in here, like to create our soil, we need to have like about an inch roughly gap all the way around this rectangle. And that's so that when we go in to make our cuts with like something like this, with a piece of wood or a knife to cut in, it allows for the soil to be able to expand and move around so that you can have little bitty gaps in between the soil blocks for when you water. And so I basically invented this little tool which goes inside of this little planter box thing, and this just sits right inside here like this. So when I go to put my soil in, this is my guide that will help keep that 1 inch all the way around the soil blocks that I'm making. And what's cool is I put handles on it, so once I'm finished putting in the soil, I can just go, let's see if I have, okay, yeah, just grab it like this and just pull straight out, and it comes out. Now that I've shown you our little seed container that we've got built here, I'm going to make the soil block soil to put into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as our mixing container. And I just want to show you real quick some of the different things I'm mixing in here. So this is an organic compost that I'm going to be putting a little bit of that in. And then I've got organic, it's called, it's 100% composted cow manure. I'm going to be putting that in there, and they call it moo poo. It says Silver Creek on here. And this other soil I have over here in a container, this is the main mix I'm going to be putting here. It's a seed starting mix that I got at a local lawn and garden place. And this is also organic. I'm going to be basically guesstimating this because this is my first time putting soil into this seed container here. But this is going to be my main base here, the seed starting mix. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that in here until I feel like it's enough. And I'm going to take a pretty good scoop of this cow manure here and just pour it in here. It's really nice and fine. Probably the best stuff I've ever seen that I found at a local store over in Saginaw, Texas. I'm going to put a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take maybe a couple handfuls of this organic compost and just mix it in as well. Some of these big chunks you can just take out. Like that. And I have a feeling that we're going to need some more of the seed starting mix. So I'm going to toss some more of that in there. That looks pretty good to me. And if we have to put more in, we can manually do that. So now the next thing I'm going to do is add my water. I'm using rainwater. You can use, I wouldn't use your faucet water just because of the chemicals that are in there, but you're more than welcome to do that. I just choose not to. And so basically with this soil that we're making for the soil blocks, what me and my wife have found is that you want it to be, it doesn't have to be, dripping and fluid, but you want it to be very, very moist. So that way whenever you go to form it and put it in, you can kind of shape it to what you want it to be in the seed container here. So we're gonna add a little bit more water because it's not quite there. I'm gonna get a little bit more from my rain barrel over here. All right. The last thing I'm gonna be adding into this soil is our vermicompost here. And that just means worm compost. And I'm just sprinkling a little bit in here. That's starting to look a lot better. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Just kind of think of it as like if you're making mud pies or something like that, or a cake batter. That's a good example. It's like kind of a cake batter consistency. All right, that looks pretty good to me, guys. So what I'm gonna do, set this over here. Now, I'm gonna bring this over to give my 1-inch spacing all the way around. And I set that in, just like that. Now, I'm gonna start putting this in. All right, now that we've got our soil evenly put into here, before we start, I'm actually going to take this out. So, looks like a big old cake in there. Okay, so now that we've got our area, our 1-inch boundary all the way around, I'm gonna go ahead and measure, and I'm gonna mark. So I'm actually just gonna use a pencil here, just so I know. I'm gonna be marking this on the inside, every 2 inches. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing over here on the outside. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. All right, now that we got all of our marks here, Matias is here to help out. Now we've got all of our marks, what we're gonna do is start cutting. All right, so I'm gonna start over here, and I'm actually gonna be using this cardboard box here to cut my cuts. I wanted to show you how easy that is. You know, I could have used something fancy, but everyone has cardboard boxes for the most part, or if you don't, you can go find them pretty easy. So I'm just gonna find my 2-inch marker here on both sides, and I'm gonna go straight down. All right. There you have it, guys. Homemade soil blocks right there. And like I said before, if you'd like to see a video on how I made the soil block container here, just let me know and maybe we'll consider making a video. But very simple. I didn't buy any of the wood. And there you have it, guys. You guys can do this. It's not hard at all, and you can use different tools or whatever you have that works for you. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed it.